I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week. Ready. Here we go, set. Ready. Here we go. Yeah. Come on, set. Go. All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Yeah, t'as my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we don't to ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
It's Madden NFL 23, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it's all up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we have arrived at the start of another NFL season, the most exciting time of the year. And CD, both of these storied teams we're about to see trying to take a step forward this year. Philadelphia, a lot of optimism there that they can get in the postseason and make some noise. Detroit, of course, we know the story of their franchise. They're just trying to get out of that NFC North basement.
But one thing I know about you, partner, you're extremely empathetic, and you do feel for those Lions fans because they have not had a postseason win to celebrate since 1991. They are excited about the direction the franchise is headed, though. They thought they had a good draft, they love their front office, and they really...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Marcus Epps there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 3rd down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Here's Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Swift. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you...
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas. Tomorrow, Monday. They begin the drive with Williams. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 37. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there. And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up? Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Badgley's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally,
here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Pascal's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to try to do better. And on 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Crossbar no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times.
Ball changes hands. They're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw Chark. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's into the hands of Pascal. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is DJ Chark. This will be fielded at the 17, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Well, they shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog. Set to begin this next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and 9 now. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top-5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of it. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position. On 1st down, Hurts. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the kicking academies.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for our Lions.
And unless This is a quick incompletion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Deebo Samuel up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jamison Williams out onto the field as these guys take over on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is... They start the second half here with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments points in this game, but plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They run out of the gun with Swift. A beautiful fake, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Blocked right. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope. Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee at receiver, and now he can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first 3 years in the league. He gives Philly the type of wide receiver one the team hasn't had in almost a decade.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Second down, back to Sanders. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction. Down as they... They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First down, and they go with Swift again. And some room to maneuver. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where he's sitting right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he? They start on the ground here at Sanders. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Another run with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for the first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, lift it up, then they allow. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Now Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way. Calibrate and get this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to right. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his first career NFL here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slapped.
So now here come the Lions up to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball at the 8.